We are here at the residence of Daniella Haslam. It is the 20th of January 2026, and what we're going to do is put together a little video examining damages. I'm going to look for collateral, clear mechanical here. However, I am seeing apparent ailment here. As you can see on the front of that gutter, what I want to do is also measure the hit. Let's see what we have here. So that one specifically is looking like it's probably 3/4 inches to maybe 1 inch, depending on where and how it hit. Moving onward to this bay window, I'm seeing some spatter in some places. It is partially covered by this eave and gutter above it. I'm seeing some hits there. Looks like we have a hit here. Looks like we have a hit here. What I want to do again is take this measurement tool. Looks like we're falling within 3/4 inches to an inch. 3/4 inches to an inch. And I want to check this gutter cover while we're here. Clear hit there. These things are kind of nasty, hard to get some chalk to run on it. Clear hit there. Hard to tell with the debris and the algae on top. But again, we can definitely tell there's one there. Again, I'm going to take my tool and we are going to measure the dent. And again, looks like we're falling within 3/4 inches to 1 inch. So what we're seeing is every collateral dent that has been examined so far is measuring roughly the same size, approximately in diameter. And some type of dent there. Continue on just checking these places. Falling within that 3/4 inch margin again. Let's look over here. I think I see a dent right there. It's undeniable. Another hail hit here. And of course, you know, we got to measure it. Again, within 3/4 inches to 1 inch. Now we're going to go ahead and hop up on the roof, examine the damages. Just curious. Looks like we're in 3/4 inch to 1 inch. 3/4 inch to 1 inch. Three-quarter inch to 1 inch. So the odds of the anomalies that we're finding on these shingles matching the same size as the anomalies we're finding on the soft metals, on the gutter covers, and on the downspouts, the probability of that is very, very low for that to happen naturally, which points to some sort of controlled variable, which in my opinion would be the date of loss, the storm date that was reported. There's another one. Let's see. It's a 3/4 inch to 1 inch. Let's continue onward over here. I want to take a look at soft metals right here. Three-quarter inch, 1 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. So again, we haven't had one hit that's in any type of different size. Everything is matching the same on the soft metals as it is on the shingles. Which again, it's more than coincidence in my opinion. Come on over here. Three-quarter inch to 1 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. That's a big one. Inch and 3/4 inch. Let's take a look at this hit right here. Clear impact to the shingle, embedded granules into the asphalt mat, and once again, my shadow out of the way, 3/4 inch. I want to see if I can find an example of blistering on here to show the difference in wear and tear and what's obviously damage. Beautiful. This will do great. I can put this on here. Notice it doesn't follow the same pattern as every other hit. There is no pattern to wear and tear. It wouldn't follow a pattern. That's not how wear and tear works. When you have a consistent pattern, like we do with the size of these hail hits, 3/4 inch, all across this roof, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, very obvious fractured asphalt matting here on this hit. Split all the way down to the fiberglass. Different in how this happens. Clear evidence of an impact. Something outside pushed this down, bruising the shingle enough to fracture the shingle. In comparison with blistering, you can see that blistering doesn't actually split that asphalt matting. It just pops from underneath the asphalt out, leaving nothing but fiberglass exposed. Where here, you can see evidently it's actually caved in. It was fractured by an impact. Not to mention, 3/4 inch. Let's take another look up here. 3/4 inch. Blistering. Notice there is no pattern. Okay? Let's come on over here and take a look at the soft metals. We got some hits on this. No surprises, right? That's what we measured. Any guesses on what this hit right here is going to measure out to be? How about that? 3/4 inches. Approximately every one of these hits that I've pointed out in this video are measuring out to 3/4 inches. And when you compare that with blistering, there is no pattern. This measurement is not, look, you see this blistering here? There is no pattern where this blistering is going to match that blistering. Clear blistering. No fractured matting. The asphalt is not fractured. The asphalt has popped out with no asphalt matting whatsoever, only fiberglass. Only fiberglass. That's blistering. Wear and tear, wear and tear. Stark difference from clear, bruised asphalt matting, impact down into it. You can see the asphalt matting. That's what you see right there, crushed downward, okay? Asphalt matting, fractured and pushed in. No asphalt matting, only fiberglass, because it pops outward. Outward is blistering. Impacts go into the shingle and damage them. Again, sufficient evidence on this roof for the validity of the claim. If you look and you put a little bit of effort into it. Clear impact into the shingle, clear fractured asphalt matting. 3/4 inches.